Alright, I've decided I'm wrapping my widebody WRX, but there's just one problem. I've never wrapped a car before, and there's no way I'm learning on the WRX. So before I even touch it, I need a practice car. Enter my son's Hyundai Elantra. This thing just became my vinyl wrap training ground. Every panel, every stretch, every bubble I mess up, I'm figuring it out right here, because wrapping a car looks easy on YouTube until you're the one holding the wrap. So this Elantra is where I'm learning everything. How to stretch the vinyl, how to get rid of bubbles, how not to ruin an entire roll of wrap. If I can get this car looking good, then possibly the WRX is next. The roll of wrap I'm using is a 25-foot roll of 5-foot wide vivid ultra gloss white wrap that I picked up off Marketplace for like $80. Super cheap. Okay, so my camera unfortunately decided to shut itself off because I am new to this and well, the settings, but there's the hood. This is the first time I've ever wrapped anything on a vehicle, and I wrapped the hood of this car, and it's got some pretty intricate curves. Unfortunately, the part where I trimmed around the hood and all that didn't make it into the video because my camera cut off, but long story short, I think it looks good. I'm going to clean it up here. I made some mistakes for sure. As you can see, I overstretched right. This was the toughest corner, and this is where I made my mistakes. And I know the mistake I made because I put that down first up there. Yeah, I made a few mistakes, but overall, the first time, I'm pretty happy with the results. We are going to wrap the rest of this entire car. My son has got to repair the front bumper. He is going to plastic weld that, and we're going to clean it up. And we are going to wrap this whole car. And by the time we're done this, hopefully I should have enough knowledge to move on to the WRX. Okay, so now that we got the hood wrapped, I went ahead and, as you can see, I'm getting ready to start doing the front fender. I obviously have way more material than I need, but like I said, I am new at this, and I will start trimming material away as I need to. So we're going to get started on this, and I will be back in a little bit with an update. Okay, so I've got this fender wrapped now. Fenders and hoods are definitely different. I will say this, I made a mistake which made things difficult. What I did was I forgot to take the protective wrap film off the wrap this time, so I wrapped the whole fender of the car with the protective film on top of the wrap, which I was wondering, why was it such a pain to stretch? Amateur hour here, definitely, but once I figured it out, we got it on there, and it is looking great. So yeah, I will be starting the door tomorrow. Let this be known, this is not something you're going to learn overnight. Do not expect to buy a roll of wrap and then, oh, I'm going to teach myself how to wrap my car in a weekend. No, this is exhausting when you're learning. It's kind of tiring on the arms. It's definitely a learning experience. So do not try this thinking that you're going to wrap your car in a weekend. You possibly could, but you're going to be making mistakes. I am definitely made a few mistakes. On this car, it is probably advisable when doing the bumper and the headlight to potentially remove the headlight because it is very tight up here in this top corner. As you can see, I had a little problem cutting it in there because the headlight is right up against the fender, or wing if you're from the UK. So I definitely learned there. So the next fender on the other side I will be removing the headlight so that I can get the wrap tucked in there really nice, and I will remember to remove the protective film off the wrap as well. So yeah, I'm going to layer this next door and we'll see you shortly. Well, seems like it's holding. Day 2, we got a ton of rain. Not ideal for a fresh wrap. But it's working well. Wrap seemed to work very well. Welcome back. So I've been spending a bit of time looking at this quarter panel, and I am just not happy with it. I'm not going to strip that off yet. I am actually going to do the quarter panel on the driver's side next here. I'm going to start by removing the headlights, and I'm going to do everything I did wrong on that panel. I'm going to do right on this panel and see if I can get one absolutely perfect, no mistakes. So I'm going to set up the camera here, start filming, that way you can see what's going on, and yeah, we'll be back soon. This time I decided I was going to loosen off and move the front headlight forward so that I could tuck the wrap in. A lesson I learned from the first fender I did. It'll make life so much easier. Before I wrap the WRX, I definitely want to master this skill. It is going to take a lot of time, but the learning curve is quite quick. Once you figure out how to work the fabric or the material, it's not as difficult as it originally seems. Every minute, it just seems to get better, but you must use patience. You know, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, and eventually you end up with a wrapped panel. Now, some of you might have noticed that I actually didn't peel off the protective layer yet. Reason being is that I did notice that the other day when I did, in fact, forget to remove the protective layer the first time I wrapped the other side. Actually very happy with the way the wrap looked. It actually turned out incredibly nice. It looked a lot nicer than the hood turned out. Now, yes, when I do the final tuck and the final cut and everything, I am going to pull this protective layer off, but I have almost very little to no stretch in the vinyl at all. It is an incredibly satisfying feeling when you see the wrap starting to bond to the panel and the panel starting to take shape. It is incredibly satisfying. Just remember to be patient, but anybody can do this. Okay, so I have completed this fender now, and it turned out so much better. So much better. I learned so much from the hood than the first fender I did. I haven't done the bumper yet. We're going to fix this front bumper. We're going to do that in the next video. We're going to fix the front bumper. But yeah, the difference from the hood to this fender, you don't think you can do this, have some faith in yourself, go buy a roll of wrap, get on Marketplace, see if you can find a used roll, you know, that's still mostly there. This one turned out much nicer, definitely. All right, well, we're gonna head home and I'll see you